The Edge of the World. Part 7. By the gods, Geralt! Dandelion stopped playing, hugged the lute and touched it with his cheek. This wood sings on its own. These strings are alive. What wonderful tonality! Bloody hell, a couple of kicks and a bit of fear is a pretty low price to pay for such a superb lute. I'd have let myself be kicked from dawn to dusk if I'd known what I was going to get. Geralt, are you listening to me at all? It's difficult not to hear you two. Geralt raised his head from the book and glanced at the Sylvan, who was still stubbornly squeaking on a peculiar set of pipes made from reeds of various lengths. I hear you. The whole neighbourhood hears you.
Duvelscheiss, not neighbourhood.
Torquay put his pipes aside.
A desert, that's what it is. A wilderness, a shithole. Eh? I miss my hemp.
He misses his hemp, laughed Dandelion, carefully tuning the delicately engraved lute pegs. You should have sat in the thicket, quiet as a dormouse, instead of scaring girls, destroying dikes and sullying the well. I think you're going to be more careful now and give up your tricks, eh, Torquay?
I like tricks,
declared the Sylvan, baring his teeth,
and I can't imagine life without them. But have it your way. I promise to be more careful on new territory. I'll be more restrained.
The night was cloudy and windy. The gale beat down the reeds and rustled in the branches of the bushes surrounding their camp. Dandelion threw some dry twigs into the fire. Torquay wriggled around on his makeshift bed, swiping mosquitoes away with his tail. A fish leapt in the lake with a splash. I'll describe our whole expedition to the edge of the world in a ballad, declared Dandelion. And I'll describe you in it too, Torquay.
Don't think you'll get away with it,
growled the Sylvan.
I'll write a ballad too, then, and describe you, but in such a way as you won't be able to show your face in decent company for 12 years. So watch out. Geralt?
What?
Have you read anything interesting in that book which you so disgracefully wheedled out of those freemen?
I have.
So, read it to us before the fire burns out.
Yes, yes. Dandelion strummed the melodious strings of Torruviel's lute. Read us something, Geralt. The Witcher leant on his elbow, edging the volume closer to the fire. Glimpsed she may be, he began, during the time of summer, from the days of May and June to the days of October. But most oft this haps on the feast of the scythe, which ancients would call Lammas. She revealeth herself as the fair-haired lady, in flowers and all that liveth followeth her path and clingeth to her as one, plant or beast. Hence her name is Lithia. Ancients call her Danamebi and venerate her greatly. Even the bearded, albeit in mountains, not on fields, they dwell, respect, and call her Blumenmagde. Danamebi, muttered Dandelion. Dana Maeve, the lady of the fields. Whence Lithia treads, the earth blossometh and bringeth forth, and abundantly doth each creature breed. Such is her might. All nations to her offer sacrifice of harvest, in vain hope their field, not another's, will by Lithia visited be. Because it is also said that there cometh a day at end when Lithia will come to settle among that tribe which above all others will rise. But these be mere womenfolk tales. Because, forsooth, the wise do say that Lithia loveth but one land, and that which groweth on it and liveth alike, with no difference, be it the smallest of common apple trees or the most wretched of insects. And all nations are no more to her than that thinnest of trees, because, forsooth, they too will be gone, and new, different tribes will follow. But Lithia eternal is, was, and ever shall be, until the end of time. Until the end of time, sang the troubadour, and strummed his lute. Torquay joined in with a high trill on his reed pipes. Hail, lady of the fields, for the harvest, for the flowers in Dolblatana. but also for the hide of the undersigned, which you saved from being riddled with arrows. Do you know what? I'm going to tell you something. He stopped playing, hugged the lute like a child, and grew sad. I don't think I'll mention the elves and the difficulties they've got to struggle with in the ballad. There'll be no shortage of scum wanting to go into the mountains. Why hasten the... The troubadour grew silent.
Go on, finish, said Torquil bitterly. You wanted to say, hasten what can't be avoided, the inevitable.
Let's not talk about it, interrupted Geralt. Why talk about it? Words aren't necessary. Follow Leela's example. She spoke to the elf telepathically, muttered the bard. I sensed it. I'm right, aren't I, Geralt? After all, you can sense communication like that. Did you understand what she was getting across to the elf? Some of it. What was she talking about? Hope. That things renew themselves and won't stop doing so. Is that all? That was enough. Geralt, Leela lives in the village among people. Do you think that she'll stay with them? Here, in Dol Blathanna? Maybe. If what? If people prove worthy of it. If the edge of the world remains the edge of the world. If we respect the boundaries. But enough of this talk, boys. Time to sleep. True. It's nearly midnight. The fire's burning out. I'll sit up for a little while yet. I've always found it easiest to invent rhymes beside a dying fire, and I need a title for my ballad. A nice title. Maybe The Edge of the World? But no, snorted the poet. Even if it really is the edge, it's got to be described differently. Metaphorically. I take it you know what a metaphor is, Geralt. Let me think. Where... Oh, bloody hell. Where...
Good night,
said the devil.